fifth dimension. Aquarius I am. We in the Aquarius age for the next 2,000 years, you dig?
Swing low, time to move on. Light years in time, ahead of our time.
I want to free your mind by helping you understand the zodiac signs. That's right, you're live with Aquaman in the zodiac zone where the cosmos is your home. I'm your very own Anpu, the real urban guru, coming through on the mothership. So let's open up your cosmic memory bank and swing down to earth where the shit stain. Hey, peace everyone. Welcome to Hip Hop Astrology TV. I am your host, Anpu, the real urban guru, Aquaman, the ambassador of the Aquarian age, man. I keep telling y'all we in this age for the next 2,000 years. You know, very important to understand this. I'm going to do a private webinar on this information and on this empowerment, and I'm going to show you how divine it is. Real talk. Aquarius is the sign of freedom, okay? And Abraham Lincoln was an Aquarius. And I don't care what you tell me, that's how you got free. That was the vessel in which the Creator used as the instrument to get slavery out of the land. Aquarius, okay? Bob Marley, Aquarius. Huey P. Newton, Aquarius. All right, something to it. So today's episode, we're going to get into Lil Snupe. If you don't know Lil Snupe, he was signed with Meek Mills. Shout out to Meek, new album, Flames. I've been rocking Meek since Flamers, all right? And Lil Snupe, unfortunately, lost his life at a very early age, all right? So that's what we're going to get into today, how to spot this energy. But before we do, of course, listen, visit the website, myastrologycoach.com. Programming Your Outer Space is a webinar August the 20th that I'm doing. I'm going to show you how to spot negative energy in the birth chart. You feel me? And most importantly, the positive aspects and how to sidestep that, man. All right. But listen, I'll give you that webinar absolutely free if you book a private session with me before August the 1st. You got a few more days, okay? Before August the 1st, you take advantage of my eclipse special that I'm doing, okay? And I'll put you in the webinar absolutely free. The eclipse special ends on August the 20th as far as that price. But there's another special, like I said, I'll put you in the webinar for free on August the 20th if you get the eclipse special before August the 1st. You dig? All right. So we're going to get this party started right after the break.
Are you plagued by trauma, abandonment, or abuse? The Imagination Guru has helped thousands just like you overcome emotional memories that prevent you from happiness and success using the power of your mind. Overcome your trauma, overcome your abandonment, overcome your abuse by first making the decision right now to call the Imagination Guru at 1-877-345-3797 and live the life you deserve.
Hello, I am Chanel Favors, and I'm part of the Total Love Fund. I've had my bills paid, and the great part about it is you help others while they help you. Also, I am the mindfulness teacher at Oakview Elementary. Also, you can reach me on Facebook at Chanel Fagan. Look me up.
Shout out to the Toel Love Fund, man. Been helping paying members' bills since 2012, man. All pitching in and just doing the right thing. You can get to that via myastrologycoach.com. Click on the membership tab. Booyah, it's gonna be right there. The Love Fund. So let's get into Lil Snupe. All right, this is a birth chart of Lil Snupe, and I have an arrow. The little arrow is coming from the planet Mars in green. On the outside of the wheel, you see a green planetary glyph, a circle with an arrow. That tells me in my science that's the planet Mars. And then the reason why I have a little red arrow pointing to the planet Mercury is because I know that this is telling me the planet Mars is in the same region of space where Mercury was when Lil Snupe was born. When I saw that, I said, uh-oh, ding, 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 ding. There it is. That's what I was looking for. And again, shout out to Meek Mill, because I only did this today because I saw Meek Mill came out with a new album with him and Slim Thug. And it's basically like a tribute to Lil Snupe. And I said, damn, I ain't never did Lil Snupe before, so let me go do it. And sure enough, it's there. It's right there, smack that in my face. But I'm going to show you what's there. So then I have a long red arrow pointing from Mars all the way to where Mars was when Lil Snupe was born. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called Mars Square Mars. This simply means that the planet Mars in the sky in green is about 3 zodiac signs away and is forming a 90-degree angle called a square. This is a problem. If you're inside of a room right now, I want you to look up at the ceiling and look in a corner. Notice how one wall is going this way and the other wall that it runs into is going the complete opposite way. That's what a square is, okay? Somebody is going to come at you sideways. This is an issue, okay? Now, please note for the record that Lil Snupe was born with Mercury at 10 degrees Gemini with a little red arrows pointing at, squaring, which is a red line from Mercury going down to the bottom to the planet Mars. He was born with this red line. I'm going to show you. That means that's an issue, ladies and gentlemen, a major issue, okay? In fact, this is an issue that states, let me give you the record. The record states that Lil Snupe had an argument with a friend while playing a video game, and it turned into a death. Lil Snupe lost his life. They shot him, okay? Now, he was born with this placement, Mercury square Mars, which is, I'm going to show you, represents a hostile, aggressive argument that can turn deadly. But please note that the planet Mars in the sky is in the same place where that Mercury was at, and Mars now is coming to serve as a cosmic trigger. So imagine it like this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why I say that the planets in ancient mythology were always styled as gods. They were the gods and goddesses simply because they represent different aspects of our own human psychology, okay? Our desires, our wants, our everything, okay? So when Lil Snupe was born, Mercury, the messenger god, and Mars, the god of war, they were at odds with each other. So it's kind of like, one day I'm gonna come and see you, nigga. That's what Mars is saying to Mercury. You talking all that right now when Lil Snupe is born, but one day I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna come and see you because I'm the god of war. So on his death day, the god of war came to see Mercury. This is facts. This is, I'm telling you, the mythology, I keep telling y'all this, the mythology is a psychology that plays out in human affairs. It's time that we know this, and this is what my job is to show you the science, okay? So let's look at what it looks like in the sky. Lil Snupe was born on June 13th, 1995. Please note that the Mercury in the red cursor is in the eyebrow of the bull. This is very interesting because I'm going to show you that Mercury represents speech. Lil Snupe was a rapper. The bull is Taurus. That is Meek Mill. Meek Mill signed Lil Snupe. Very interesting because if the planet of speech is in the same sign of Meek Mill, the bull, when Meek Mill heard him, it was a very high chance that Meek Mill would like him because in this case, they stars aligned, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a bell, a ring for that? They stars aligned, okay? So let's move to the death day of Lil Snupe, which was June 20th, 2013. We see the planet Mars is in the exact same line of space. What did we say? The planet Mars at the time of Lil Snupe's birth was like, nigga, I'm gonna come and see you. I'm the god of war. I'm gonna come bring it to you. And when that planet got there in that exact same region of space, is it a coincidence that Lil Snupe experienced gunshots and he died? No, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. This is cosmic law, but I want to be very clear, and I'm going to explain something in a second. All right, so remind me to come back to it. All right, so Mercury is the planet of profanity. Please note that it says, the record states that Lil Snupe was in an argument. An argument, disagreement in our culture turns into curse words, profanity. Mercury is the planet of speaking. He was a rapper. He was in an argument. Same thing, okay? So Mars, as I keep showing you on this channel over and over again, is always this nigga, okay? War is a key word for Mars, violence and bloodshed. If you don't believe me, turn the M of Mars upside down, you get war, but that's simple stuff. I want you to Google Mars, the god of war, and you will see that he is the Roman god of war. Mars rules Aries. Aries is the Greek god of war, okay? They're talking about cosmic personages that will play out in human affairs. Here's what I wanted to tell you, because I made a statement that, is it a coincidence that when the planet of warfare, bloodshed, got in the same position where Mercury was at when Lil Snupe was born, he experienced this? Listen, that's not necessarily written in his stars, because the only thing you had to do was just A, don't argue, B, not even been there. It's a whole lot of options and other decisions that he could have made that day. Your fate is determined based off the decisions that you make. I repeat, your fate is determined based upon the decisions that you make. This is why twins can be born and have two total different outcomes in life. One is married and children, the other is single, jobless, no children, right? Two total different outcomes, all right? It's all about the choices that you make. So therefore, if you had an astrologer on deck, someone who knew the science, right? I definitely would have put him under a code red. A code red for me and my membership that I have on myastrologycoach.com. Click on memberships. What I have in my memberships is every month at the last day of the month, like July, last days of July, I'll give my members an August report. And in the August report, if I see a code red, they get outlined. Lil Snupe was code red because that's the energy that says Mars square Mars. Okay, you're going to get an accident. It's likely some things going to jump off for you, so you need to do X, Y, Z. I never want anybody who knows me and wants my service, I never ever want anybody to experience an untimely Mars type of energy. Because if you're not aware and your energy is a little funky because you may be violent yourself or whatever your law of attraction is, the worst case of this thing is very dangerous and you do not want to get caught out there. I keep showing y'all this in these videos. So listen, get a notebook dedicated to this channel, write on it, Hip Hop Astrology TV. Please take your time, go through these videos and start writing down the case studies yourself. Like, okay, he just did Lil Snupe, Mars square Mercury represents the death and gunshots. Okay, then he just did Usher, this represents boom boom boom. He just did Charlemagne, whatever. And you start educating yourself in this process. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Cosmic consciousness is it's a must. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a must. At some point in time, your soul is going to have to evolve to a point where you start to get cosmic consciousness. Okay, it has to. It's just the natural order of how it works in this reality. Again, we're in the Aquarian age, so it's time that you know these things. Self-activation workbook right here on myastrologycoach.com. That will help you know yourself. Get it? All right, I'm on iTunes, Planets in Harmony, The Zodiac Made Easy. Those are two separate projects, Planets in Harmony and also The Zodiac Made Easy. If you like to read, man, I got a book. Me and my brother did a book a couple years ago. It's on Amazon, Spiritual Wisdom for the 21st Century. Follow me right here, Real Urban Guru. That's Twitter, that's Instagram. You got a question, man, you want to talk to me? Call the number, man. I answer. All right, peace.
Prophecy is what we all have to go by now.